Hello, welcome back to the ForeFront protection for Exchange. Let's have a look in all the panes, the things we can configure for Exchange, the spam filtering processes and everything. Okay, let's go for yes. This is a 120-day trial for protection 2010 for Exchange server. It's already has 190 days, so if you have a product key, you can activate it on installation. Well, normally you have to. So let's go back to policy management. You see, these options are pretty simple, pretty basic, and you can do these things in matter of minutes. So you don't have to study much more into this, into configuring this one, except for well, on the way to manage all the Exchange servers, and so you develop senses to what to do is actually to delete those files coming with the um, emails as attachments. So basically exes, people tend to send JPEG files, MP3 files. So what we are going to do is we're going to suppress those things. Okay, general setting, enable real-time antivirus scan and anti-spyware scan. So both of them are enabled. Engines and performance scan with subset of engines that are available. So edit malware detection text. So this is the string that's actually provided with the system. So if you want to change it, you can change anything you want. Additional options: scan message body, scan after engine update. This is a good option to take. Process count, number of counts, the mails is getting scanned. Scanning timeout. Scan timeout action is to delete the mail after the timeout has been done. Maximum container scan time seconds would be 2 minutes. So, oops, you have to save it. Let's go back to hub transport. Enable these things: engine and performance, detection text is the same thing. Scan doc files, purge if message body is deleted. Suppress malware notifications is this the same things over here. We're going to save it. All the options are here. For user interaction is also over here. It's the MMC snap ins. It works the same thing as the other snap ins in the Microsoft Exchange console, and also over here it's the same console. It's just presenting you differently with the different programs. Let's go for oops mailbox scheduled. Enable these things, subset of these things: scan doc files, message body, scan scheduled after engine updates. Scan actions would be clean, delete these things, detection text, file name and malware, and also scan only unscanned messages. This is for scheduled scan. Enable maximum scan time 1 hour, depending on your database. So change the way you feel like. Save. This configuration is a manual process. You have to start it manually and stop it accordingly, or after 1 hour it will stop um, by itself. Anti-spam. Anti-spam filtering is functional. The connection filtering, ForeFront DNSBL checking, IP block list, IP allow list, evaluation. You can also configure these things, importing text files. You see, the text file, you can import all text files, which includes the IP range, sender ID filtering, and also sender filter, sender block list. It's the same console coming in every time, so get used to it, and you're going to need these things in real life situations. Backscatter file filter, I've already enabled it. Content filtering, allowed senders, domains. You can also basically it should be in a text file, because you can't just go through and search for every domain that's sending you spam mails. Report statistical data to third-party engine provider. Suspected spam out of 9, you have to 5 to 8 would be a great security for it. Certain spam, delete, save. Let's go to filters. Oops. Filter lists. This is where you actually create the filters. Suppose like I want to exclude delete or delete the message which contains an executable file in it. So let's go for file. You can delete all the any messages that contains some keyword, or you can delete those things coming in from a blacklisted domain and also from the subject line. So all these things are actually based on keywords, except for this one, which actually deletes all the files. Specific name patterns by inspecting the file header, file types are specific and with specific name patterns. So okay, command, yep, okay. Extracting executables, exes, TLLs. So these are the primary things I want to delete. Archive files would be okay, no problem. Basic Unix file systems, audio video files, and also MP3s and MPEG files, AVIs. So these are basically I turn these things on, and primarily these things takes up loads of space, and approximately it comes in like 5 meg files. The images and graphics files are quite okay, even though TIFF files tends to get so big. So, and other applications, these are test files, Lotus Notes, database files. Don't include these things because people tend to have these things transferred over great distances. Portable files, PDF files. So these are common file systems, Microsoft Office systems, fonts, TTF, PFA, PFP, and PFM. These types are um, fairly malicious because on the transport over great distances, these things get infected by viruses. So it's a good idea to check those things in. Help file, index files, these are the new ones. The link files, these are notorious actually. Also the PF files. The PF files. So click on next. Oh, uh, executables, delete, executables, hit next. So criteria by name, ULTM scan, action, delete. So quarantine files, no. So because I'm deleting it. Schedule scan, yes. Delete quarantine files, no. No quarantine necessary because I'm deleting it. Quarantine, no. Quarantine, no. Just straight away delete. So it's already here. So you can see the criteria and file types. So filter options, oops. Save, yes. Here's my Exchange. Mm, okay, let's go back here and see some other things. Real-time filtering options, edit deletion text, again the same thing. Skip the filtering within compressed files, again compressed files. It takes too much time to open up a compressed file and scan in it. So let's go back. Skip the filtering within compressed files, enable case sensitive keyword filtering. So if you want to look for some special characters in in mails, so do these things. Save. Online protection. This is actually for online protection for Exchange. It's a hosted service from Microsoft. So we're not going to do anything over here unless to just to show you what's in it. Yes, my Exchange server evaluation licenses is actually it's running out. Organizational data. Next, immediately collect. Okay. Global settings. Okay, sorry. Online protection configurations, and over here, since I don't have the online protection, but you can also try it from Microsoft when you download or register for a 1 month test period, I think. Let's go for global actions. No, not going to save it. Standard targets, real time bypass scanning. No, every mailbox should be, and public folders should be scanned. No bypassing. Transport services and scheduled. Everything would be scanned. Engine options. Enable UNC authentication if you want to specify UNC credentials. Install in these things over here. So now not going to do these things. I don't have a proxy server except for a gateway. So I'm not going to enable a proxy server. Update engines on server startup. If you need to restart your server, make sure that you click check these things on. And over here, update all engines now. Engines update test submitted successfully. So the task would be happening. So yes, save. I always forget these things. Global settings. This is where you actually engine error detection forms, delete, ignore, or skip detect. Yes, skip detect. Use this extension when replacing a detected attachment with the deletion text. So you can you can enter the IP addresses list over here. The domain it's going to scan the identifying internal addresses. It's my domain in this domain server. Turn these things on. Reverse DNS lookup. And if you feel like that, the ForeFront online protection, this is the online protection option for Exchange. If it's not working well, if you believe that you need to rescan it and do these things, then virus for spam filtering. Delete encrypted compressed files. This is not actually a good practice because people tend to send those things in with BitLocker options and files necessary for unlocking the files. And also there are so many things people can transfer over mails. So uh, don't delete this. Don't check this box on. Threshold levels. Put any number you feel like. File type settings, multi-part RAR archive as a corrupted compressed files. As you can see that movies, videos, and also executables, large files can be transferred over mails. So multi-part RAR archive should be deleted. High compression zip file as a corrupted compressed file. It's not a good practice. So logging options, enable content incident logging. In logging options, I tend to do everything. So it's a good practice also. Customer experience program. So I love to do this. So sometimes feedbacks are very good because it helps Microsoft to redesign and consider people's thoughts actually. Update all engines now. Okay, it will be updated momentarily. So it's done. Let's see tasks. Task library mailbox on demand. Everything's enabled. Blah blah blah. So use the default CAS server, the client access server, or you can also specify the name of the server. This is where you put in the names of the server if you have a different CAS server other than the installed folder, because I actually am using this mail server, and all the server except for the transport server is here in this machine. So yeah, it's still functional. Mail contact. Hmm. So everything's working smoothly. So finally, we're back to the dashboard, and as you can see, it, it only shows you statistics. Go ahead with these things. Incident, all these things you need to run query. Mm, automatically purge incidents after 90 days. Incident database size limit would be 5 gigabyte. Save. Quarantine automatically purge quarantine file items in every 7 days. So if you're in a production environment, you will see that your files are getting bigger and bigger per day, and it could reach up to 5 gigabyte within days if you have like 5,000 employees, email users in your premises. So we're coming to an end of this video. The mailbox is everything is working just great. Okay then. Hope this video is informational to you, and should it be helping your expertise, uh, it should be. So take care and bye.